Pauly, I got to be honest with you. This might be the longest I've ever gone between chats with an artist. I met you probably like 15 years ago. I was hosting a club gig where you were playing, and then haven't spoken to you since.
Oh, that's wild. Wait, which club was this? I gotta see if I remember.
It was called The Venue.
Oh, wow. I remember Tampa, Florida. I remember the venue. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've had you in town a few times, but it is great seeing you again. Pauly D, welcome to America's Dance 30 for the first time.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks for doing this.
Absolutely. Thank you. Now, we're going to be getting to know you a little better with Finky's Firsts coming up. We're going to ask you a question you have possibly never been asked before. And, of course, we're going to chat music. Congratulations on your new song, Feel It.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. I'm so happy to be creating again. There's nothing like it. I love that I'm able to put this all together and then seeing it all, like, this is music week for me. Like, I'm releasing it this week. There's nothing better. Like, I love the energy. It's building up already for it.
Now, I want you to be 100 with me. Do you feel like you don't get the respect that you deserve with your music production because of the stigma? Because I'll be honest with you, I don't think you do. Like, Pull Me Closer, it cracked into the top 30. I think it should have been a top 10 or a number one song.
Yeah, you know what? My whole career, there's always been a little bit of that. But for me, I'm so positive. I'm so happy to be putting out music. And then just the people's response from it alone is all I really need. When they're like doing their video and they're like in the gym, in their car, or even if it's like reposting me at the club, I'm like, there's nothing better than that. To seeing it come from nothing and to make it in their car, make it in their gym, and then to really make it in the club, there's nothing better. So all the negativity, I put that behind me.
I love that. And even 15 years ago, when I got the chance to chat with you, you are such an awesomely positive and nice person.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I like to stay positive and try to look at I try to look at the best in everything because to me, life's good. We're all blessed, and I'm blessed to be here. I'm blessed to be talking to you right now.
Again, I can't thank you enough for your time. Now, we're going to be chatting all about Feel It coming up. But first, let's get to know Pauly D a little better with Finky's Firsts.
Sure.
Now, I always love finding out the origin story of artists. I know you were DJing prior to doing TV, but when you were growing up, was music the first thing that you wanted to get into, or was there something else you wanted to be when you grew up?
No, music, for some reason, it was just always in my blood, always in my bones. I liked loud music, and ever since I was a little kid, my mother would like clean the house every Sunday, and she would blast her music with the windows down, and it made her feel so good. So I was like, damn. Playing music for people makes them feel this good. So I was like, I want to play music for people. So much so, even before I even had a license, before I had a car, I had the car stereo in my room getting ready to put in the car because I wanted to play music for people. So even that point of my life, I wanted to play music for people. It was just started very young.
So there was no plan B for you?
Well, that was always my dream, plan A. Plan B was always, I never really made real money playing music, DJing was almost like a hobby for me. Dreamed to do it for a living, but I had to pay the bills. So I was in the car business. I was cleaning cars. I was selling cars. I was in the car business for like 12 years. And then even still, I would, conduct sales meetings during the day, and then I would DJ at night at the clubs. And I always wanted DJing to pay the bills, which it does now.
Yes, it does. Well, I love the grind. Now, think back to the beginning. Of course, Pauly D is a take on your real name. But when you were trying to decide on your artist project name, was Pauly D your first choice, or were there other names you were considering?
Well, yeah, you know what? My friends always called me Pauly D, so it was like almost like that was a given. But I'm like, damn, should that be my DJ name? I was like, but I wanted to be more formal, so I was like, Pauly Del Vecchio. I remember making the drops for it, and I was like, DJ Pauly Del Vecchio. And I'm like, that's just too much. It didn't sound right. So I was like, DJ Pauly D, and it just sounded so much better. So I just went with it.
It's a perfect name, so good job.
Thank you.
Now, you're currently doing a bunch of shows across the country. You're doing festivals coming up. You're doing sold-out shows. But do you remember your first time ever performing for a crowd?
Yes, I do. And it was a Sweet 16 at a fireman's hall. And I did everything all by myself. So it was like set up my own equipment. I carried my own equipment. I was I had to set up the speakers, and I had to set up the tripods and the DJ table. And I was just so nervous because I didn't want the music to stop. Because I feel like if the music stopped, everybody would look at me. And back then it was different. No one really looked at the DJ, but now they look at me. But before I didn't want them to look at me because I was nervous. It was my first gig out there, but it ended up being a super success, and I got a lot of gigs from it. And it was like sky's the limit from that one party. That party brought me 20 parties.
That's amazing. Now, where did you actually learn how to play? Did you teach yourself or did somebody else teach you?
I taught myself along with a lot of my other DJ friends. A lot of my friends in Rhode Island were DJs. So we're all like, I guess you call us bedroom DJs. We're just DJing in our bedroom, in our basements and stuff like that. So yeah, it was self-taught for the most part. And just always been honing my skills ever since then, like at an early age.
Your shows are amazing. I've seen you a couple of times and you do an incredible job.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do love my live shows. I live for it. So much so it's like that energy that I get from the crowd, I'm addicted to it. Like that's my drug. I'm addicted to that energy and that vibe. So touring for me is, I love it. So people say, how do you tour so much? It's so strenuous. I'm like, when you get to that club and you first drop that first song, that feeling you get, there's nothing better than that. And that was the same feeling I got, by the way, in Rhode Island for 20 people, for 100 people that I'm getting for 10,000, 20,000 people now.
And it is such an addiction to get that feeling when you're up on stage. I totally get it. Now, something that's awesome about your sets is you play a lot of familiar songs, which is why crowds go nuts at your shows. But think back, do you remember the first dance song that made you fall in love with EDM?
Ooh, you know what? It was probably, you know what era it was? I probably like Choke a Miracle, like Castles in the Sky. Do you remember that era?
You don't even say, do you remember? That's when I started on the radio, so absolutely.
So you know it. You know, there was nothing better. That music took you away from whatever was going on in life. Like it put you in a place. And music to me is all about a feeling. So feeling that music back then, I was like, I love dance music. And even with the music I have now, it's inspired by that. Every Time We Touch, Castle in the Sky, like Move for Me, like those types of songs, there was nothing better than that for me.
It really makes my heart smile hearing you say those songs because the two songs that really made me fall in love with EDM were Josh Wink, Higher State of Consciousness. I don't know if you remember that song around the same time. And then another one was by Lustral. It's called Every Time. It's a beautiful female vocal.
I love that song.
How are we not hanging out every weekend?
Right? So that's the vibe I was talking about. It wasn't that a great time? What a time for EDM. What a time for dance music. And that's right then and there I fell in love with dance music.
It truly was. And I think that's why it's so cyclical. And a lot of the songs that are coming out now are sampling the melodies or vocals from back then.
Yes.
Because those songs were just legendary songs.
Yes. And like I said, that feeling that I got, I'm trying to recreate that feeling when I put out music because the music that I'm doing now, it's just how you feel when you listen to it. And I'm getting that feeling and I'm hoping it translates to the people as well.
It absolutely does. Now, finally, in Finky's verse, in honor of your new smash, Feel It, you know, on days where you're not necessarily feeling it, what's your first thing to do to get you back in the mood?
A good workout. A good workout. But for some reason, I think about my everything when I'm working out. For some reason, I'm pumping that iron. It gets my creative gears going. And no matter what I have going on in my life, whether it's good or bad, for some reason, that workout resets everything. And I start over after my workout. That's why I do them in the morning.
Same. I'm up at 5 a.m. doing the workout because I just got to get it done in the beginning, start my day off right.
Yeah, definitely. Same here.
Let's talk about this smash. How was Feel It born?
What's awesome about creating, why I get so excited, is because it starts with an idea. I had an idea to bring back that sound. And off the heels of Pull Me Closer and What Are You Doing After, because I'm starting to create music again, I'm keeping that same vibe going. I'm really into that melodic, progressive, like house vibe, because it puts you in a place, like I was explaining with the music that EDM. I want people to fall in love with EDM again. I'm trying to do that with this song, but keep it current. You know what I mean?
I love that. Now, how long ago did you start working on it?
That song took me 3 months to make it, and it was a lot of work because I'm touring. So it's not like I can go to the studio and spend hours and hours and hours, but on my off time, bang in the studio. And I do a lot on the airport and not on the plane.
Now, something I love to find out about songs is how many different versions there are from when you start working on it, all the tweaking that goes on to when you finally master it and put it out. Do you remember what the final V was of Feel It?
There was so many. There was so many. And even still, I swear, I listen to it, I feel like it's still not done. For me, I feel like music's never done. So for me to actually put a stamp on it and say it's done, that takes so long. And sometimes I just have to like, you know what? Okay, it's done. Like, and that's what it is. Whenever I'm creating music, when I'm creating a vibe, done? Is it done? Is it done? It's done. Sometimes you just have to say, you know what, enough, and it's done, and I'm happy with the result.
And what is the catalyst that makes you say it's done? Because I'm the same way. I'm a perfectionist and I've got OCD, so I'm always like, there's probably going to be 30 versions of this video when it's finally done.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly right. Like the song that was 30 versions, you know something that's crazy with me? Every single time I listen to it in a different place with different speakers and different everything, it's a different sound. That's why, like, I have my speakers are all over the place. I have all different sets. I have more speakers on this side, that side, because I have to hear it in every single speaker. Then I want to hear it in the car. And then I want to hear it on headphones. It just sounds so different. And that's why I'm like, all right, I can hear something different. And I wanted to, that's why I have so many different versions.
Gotcha. It's so annoying as a perfectionist, isn't it?
It is. I have that same problem, that perfectionist problem.
Now, with Feel It, you don't really mention who the vocalists are. Where do you find your vocalists?
So I've been working with this vocalist for a long super talented. They want to stay underneath the radar. I seem to find all the ones that are like that, and I'm okay with it. You know what I think it is? Maybe someday they're gonna come out and be like, oh, by the way, I did this song when they blow up. But I'm happy to keep them under the radar however they want to. But she's super talented, and I'm so thankful for finding her because it's hard to when you have an idea. I have an idea of a vocalist, so you have to go through a ton to find that perfect one. This one I knew right away. The result is exactly what I was looking for.
That's amazing. Well, congratulations on this new smash.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Now, before I let you go, I asked ChatGPT to give me a question that Pauly D has never been asked before. So I got to test this out, all right?
Oh, wow.
Is there a song in your sets that you've retired because it worked too well for too long?
Ooh, that I've retired. You know, I find myself retiring songs and then bringing them back in this world because for some reason the older songs are popping right now. But I would have to say, I probably retired Usher. Yeah, I retired.
That's a good one to retire for a little bit.
Yeah. But then I still find myself sometimes bringing it back. It's a feeling.
It truly is a great song for the clubs. Well, Pauly D, it is so awesome seeing you and catching up. Congratulations on everything going on for you. Thank you so much for your time with us on America's Dance 30.
Awesome, man. Thanks for having me. I really appreciate that.